Hello, and welcome to my soppy tale of a near shitty ending I had today. Well, maybe not shitty because I'm still around, and if you clicked on the video because you saw the title, you know exactly what I mean. And so, yeah, my job, I need to go into a bit of background on that one. But I got a job that is not YouTube, sadly. But you can change that, and you know how. So, about 2 months ago, and a bit, I think 2 in a week, I started working on the exact same farm where I made all my other vlogs from. And today was the day where I actually feared would be the day I died. Might be sound like I'm exaggerating a little bit when I go into depth with it, but it was actually a day I feared I would die. So, no, the day started off pretty normal. Like, just go fix everything here or there like usual. Farm work, everything gets done. And by everything, I mean everything. Which includes working with electrical cables that have 744 volts of electricity running through them. And just to make a whole story better, these cables run from solar panels to a box to power a borehole. And something ate the cable, completely chewed through one of the cables. There's no power running through. But what made the whole thing scary is this cable was buried with PVC pipe around it. And when we were pulling the live end of that wire through, it turned out whatever chewed through the cables had chewed all the insulation off the one wire. And the wires were twisted and they touched. And it actually created a small fire, which partially blinded me for a little while, which was a lot of fun when you're trying to figure out how to untwist these wires. But then a bit later I was told I need to pull all the pipe off the cables, and of course, it being a farm and safety not being that big of a thing, I am barehandedly busy pulling pipe off cables which could have more open ends with a shit ton of electricity running through. So I was terrified while I was doing that. Then I had to roll it up into a pile. Next came the part where, after all that was done, we had to have to extend the wire a little bit, and I actually had to go up into the roof and disconnect the circuit for the solar panels so that we wouldn't be working on live wires. Now, this is the first time I'm really working on electricity, especially a live circuit of any sort. So I'm climbing up into a roof where, one, you've got to stand on support beams, otherwise you fall through. And the second is I had no fucking clue what I was doing. So here I am, standing on a roof, busy trying to figure out, well, not so much figure out, I knew what I was looking for. I didn't know how the thing I looked for was looking for worked, but I found the line I was looking for, made sure it was the correct one, found a connection that just, it clipped in. So all I had to do was unclip it, which was already like a whole nother mission on its own. Like, shit, that was tough. And that whole time I was just terrified. Am I going to touch something that's going to shock me straight from the solar panels? So I was shitting bricks while I was doing that. Next thing was coming down out of the roof. Oddly enough, a lot less. I'm someone that has slight fear of heights, so going into a roof with a ladder that leaves my legs and half my torso hanging underneath the ceiling. It's kind of terrifying pulling yourself up. Now, surprisingly enough, coming down was fine, but next thing is, having said that I knew nothing about electronics or electrical, whatever it was, I was going to connect two pieces of wire, one on which would have been a live end. Thankfully, the whole thing, I did it correctly. I disconnected it, the circuit was closed, so thank fucking goodness for that. But as a whole, if you're going to work on electrical wires, always make sure you fucking turn it off before you do what I do. And if you've got a boss that says otherwise, you tell them you value your life too much. I don't know. Tell them something that will make them let you disconnect. No, I should have done it. I was stupid. Lesson to be learned, always turn off the electricity before you work on it. And I kind of got that ingrained in me the hard way today. And I'll probably forget and be an idiot again some other day. But yeah, so I had a high possibility of getting electrocuted. And not like a common house plug, which, going on a different story, I have actually been electrocuted that way before by touching an exposed wire without knowing. And that was a lot of fun. So imagine doing that with 4 times electricity and I'm good. No. But yeah. So my job is trying to fucking kill me. So if you made it this far into the video, you are fucking awesome. I'm swearing too much. I'm getting in a better mood. I am also really fucking tired. And my arm is getting sore. So if you liked the video, please hit like, hit subscribe down below, hit the notification bell. That's important. You really want to know what's going to happen. Because I don't know when I'm going to do this again. I am very low on ideas and energy and time. But thanks if you watch the video to the end. You are awesome. And have a good morning, evening, or day, or night, whatever it is you're watching us in. And thank you so much. Until I see you again, goodbye.